Influencers turned down millions instead of smearing Haiti integrity over money. Imagine being offered a fortune to tell a story you know is incomplete. Imagine someone placing $1 to $3 million on the table, asking you to reinforce the worst stereotype about an entire nation. For many people, that kind of money would be impossible to refuse. Yet, in this story, some influencers choose something they believe is worth more than wealth. They choose to keep their conscience. This decision surprised many observers. People often assume that everyone has a price if enough money is involved. They expected fame and fortune to outweigh the personal conviction. Instead, these creators walked away without hesitation. Their answer was simply no. They believe Haiti's story could not honestly be reduced to a collection of shocking images. They argue that history matter and that context matter. A nation should not be judged only by its most difficult moments. They felt audience deserve a fuller image, fuller picture, truth. To them, Haiti's challenges did not appear overnight. It didn't happen in vacuum. It wasn't random. It was engineered. It was manufactured for what you see is going on over there. They believe the country's circumstances developed through generation of complex historical, political, and economic events. Removing that context would leave viewers with an incomplete understanding. They refuse to tell only part of the story. Some of them repeatedly said they would not profit from another's people's suffering. They believe there is a difference between documenting hardship and exploiting hardship. That distinction mattered to them. Their integrity came first. Money can solve many problems, but it cannot buy back a clear conscience. They believe every public figure eventually faces moments that define their character. This was one of those moments. Their decision reflect the values they wanted to live by. Many people question why anyone would decline such a large financial opportunity. Others understood immediately. They believe some opportunity costs more than they pay. A paycheck is temporary, but the repetition can last a lifetime. The influencers felt that telling only the darkest chapter would reinforce existing stereotype. They wanted audience to understand that every country has complex history. Every country has history, resilience, and people working toward a better future. They believe Haiti deserved that same consideration. They also recognize the power of digital media. A single viral video can shape public opinion for years. That reality made their decision even more significant. They refused to contribute to a narrative they believe was incomplete. Some critics accused them of walking away from easy money. The influencers accepted that criticism without regret. They believe financial success should never require abandoning personal principle. Their peace of mind mattered more than a bank account. They believe storytelling carry responsibility. Millions of viewers often accept online content as truth. Because of that influence, they felt obligated to be careful with the story they amplify. Accuracy mattered more than sensationalism. For them, this was never simply about Haiti. It was about refusing to dehumanize any group of people for entertainment or for profit. They believe every communities deserve their fairness and their principle amplified everywhere. Some friends thought they had made a foolish decision. Others admired their courage. Walking away from wealth is really easy. We don't see people doing it all these days, but they did. The reason this is so shocking, even this is so shocking because they walked away. Um, I was like, why they walk away from 1, 2, 3 million? No, why they did that? I don't know people that walk away from that because they were supposed to have this massive hit job. Woo, people, they were supposed to have a hit job, one for the book. They were coordinating it, and they were light it up, light it up, light it up. Like you were gonna see it popped up on every format, and it was gonna be filth zone. What it was is that they wanted to show the trash. Keep in mind, these people are burning our homes. They used to have homes, people. So of course you're gonna have trash. You live in a camp. That's a common feature of camps. Is trash. They wanted to show them, and I think the contract that they gave them, they said that they wanted to show them as pure subhuman. And here are the ways that they got with the PR firm that they're able to get this image. They gave them angles and they would tell them, "Hey, we want for you to film the floor. Try to find the dirtiest male, unnourished kid over there. Find the most filthiest place you can find and get it. Stay away from it." They were giving them instruction, people. This is not like just something randomly. I mean, these were instructions that they gave these people. This stuff wasn't just in their head. And they were like, "No, I'm not gonna do that. We're not doing that." I think that it hit the fan when they were like, "No, not doing that." And then you actually had some. I'll be honest with you. Said, "I'm not gonna go into Haiti and do that at all." Period. I'll talk to Haitians outside of Haiti because they understood. If I talk to Haitians that live in other countries, that's a friendly way of saying I'm not doing that. They're like, if you want me to talk to Haitians, I can definitely talk. I can go to Bahamas talk to Haitians. I can go to DR talk to Haitians. I can go to all the little islands to talk to Haitians. As a matter of fact, I can go to America and talk to the Haitians. I can go to Canada. I can go wherever Haitians. I can go and talk to them. They were like, I'll talk to Haitians everywhere, but not in there. It wasn't because Haiti was beneath them. It was just that the contract specifically would send them into the inner city, and the contract would specifically send them to the ghettos, and the contract would specifically send them to the campground. So the contract is not sent to Haiti, Haiti. The contract is send them to the theater. The theater is the trauma theater, one that's built on pain, suffering, misery, like hell and brimstone, one of despair, one of their victim. But no one can quite put their hand victim of what? I guess victim because they're breathing air. People that can't take care of themselves, people that have some kind of biological brain defect where they can't provide for themselves. That's where they want them to go. And they're like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, people." So those influencers like, "No, I'm not doing that. That's a whole damn nation. You ask me to project like that, man. These are millions and millions and millions of goddamn people, man. You want me to go in there and just smear the whole damn thing, like pretty much take fecal matter, rub it on everything." And then some people like this, no, I can't dehumanize them like that, man. I mean, people don't realize they have states, they have city, it's a country, people, like any other country. I'm not flying into that country to focus on the dark spot unless I can show contrast, unless I can show everybody the full picture. But I'm not going to be tunnel vision in that little spot only. I'm not dragging them. And so they were like, no. They literally were like, no. So they had that problem one aspect where some big ones, like, "Yeah, I'll do some, not in there." So basically, what I'm saying, F off, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not participating in that. Or they had like plain no, not doing it. I won't participate. And then of course you had some little greedy people. You had some little greedy ones that have no conscience. Or something like, over here, over here, over here, god damn it, over here, god damn it, over here, god damn it. They those little, the little greedy ones. So you had some that was thirsty and starving, Armageddon proportion. Just didn't have that. They had like a little clout, but not like them big boys, the big boys, the big boys. They had the clout like them, but they did have like somewhat little clout, but not like those people. And so they said they didn't give them that much. And then their little money wasn't even, I don't think they even got a couple hundred thousand. I think they got a couple thousand, but I don't think they even got a couple hundred thousand. The ones starving them again before. They did get something. They say they got something. They got something nice, but it wasn't like 100. But it was nice. It was comfortable. It was nice. It was it was comfortable with the little starving them again proportion. But like, you need for me to do a runner back in that area. I can run back over there. I already got. People. But I think everybody was just shocked. Like, not doing it, people. So it looks like it's morphing to it's looking like we're in a time of Aquarius. People, do you know what the time of Aquarius? The time of Aquarius is about telling truth, people. It's about justice. It's about fairness. It's about community. It's about acknowledging wrongs done to certain groups of people. It's about acknowledging the truth. It's like standing on truth, man. It's like about being fair. It's about Everything you do it with ethic and morals and conviction. It's about a truth teller, bringing the truth. So it looks like in the time of Chris, influencers don't want their camera to be telling lies to the world. They don't want to make someone look worse than what they are. They don't want to do that. I guess they feel like, look, there's enough filth on them out there. I don't need to contribute to that stuff because those are incomplete pictures, incomplete story. That stuff is very complex. What happened over there, and it didn't happen in a vacuum, people. They didn't just wake up. You have those camps over there. Okay, there was a lot of moving parts to get them there. Let's just say the very same ones showing you like that actually got them there, and they forget to add them stuff, and they forget to tell the story of the evolution how they got there. And I'm not coming here to show you they're there and not telling you how they got there. And so there's a lot of it's shocking everybody. I know we were like, what they want that $1 or $2 million when the people start having conscience, because we're like battle hard, the ones that grew up stigmatized, being dragged through mud, screaming and kicking, and being marginalized and all kind of thing. Listen, ain't much people gonna say about Haitians gonna surprise me, right? Ain't much you gonna say about Haitian people that's gonna shock me under the sun. I grew up hearing all kind of horrific things about Haitian people. I've had all kind of horrific things about me being Haitian in my face. Okay, I've had things, man. There have been things been said about them that go, damn. Well, goddamn, why don't you really tell us what you think of my people and me? Whew, really? Tell me what we think. And it was like everybody, all hands on deck, do it. So it's kind of refreshing in time of courage to see people like, no, I'm back off from that. That don't make no sense. People go, look, tap out. Hey, shit, y'all see me? Both my hand clean, man. Let me keep my goddamn conscience, keep my soul here, man. Keep my damn integrity, man. Deuces. So not everybody walk away from $1, $2, $3 million people. Not everybody do it now. So you got to give them kudos where kudos at. Them boys walked away from like, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that, cat. Do everything but that. I ain't running in there to go do that now. Pay me, run me some money or everything, but not that. So that's interesting. That's interesting. And like we definitely in the time of craze because they not run out here on these streets to do that anymore. They don't get it. Like I can't really help you. What I want to put a goddamn camera in their face in there for? That don't make no damn sense, man. Why I want to highlight it? Because they were like stupid, man. Everybody highlighting, but what they did for them? Nothing. What is this highlighting their pain for? Why is that place so? Uh, they just didn't want to do it, people. They didn't want to do it. They said, "No, I'm gonna keep my integrity, man. Keep my soul." I heard one of them was like, keeping my soul, man. Keeping this goddamn soul, man. I ain't gonna sell it for a couple million, man. I'm keeping the damn soul inside of me, man. So anyway, please like and subscribe. Look like the world's keeping its soul, man. The human race that not all money, good goddamn money. Ain't they're like all money ain't good money, man. Ain't good money. Look like human race waking up. If I gotta do that for it, I guess the human race like I gotta do all that to get that money in my pocket. I'm good. I guess they're like I'm good, people. I'm good. Please like and subscribe. It's new world.